Alcaraz leads Spain into battle. Davis Cup 2025 begins in Bologna, in the ochre embrace of Bologna's ancient porticos, where the Renaissance stones whisper of warriors past and the Palladoza Arena awaits like a Colosseum reborn. One young prodigy returns to the red clay fray to lift a nation's banner and ignite a fire that defies the chill of November's eve. It was a golden October dusk in 2025. The Adriatic winds carried echoes of flamenco and forgotten finals as Spain's faithful gathered in Madrid's shadowed cafes, their gazes fixed on the horizon where Carlos Alcaraz, the 22-year-old Murcian maestro with 4 Grand Slam titles to his name, pledged himself to the Davis Cup cause. Captain David Ferrer, the unyielding sentinel of Spain's clay-crowned legacy, had assembled a team of resolve. Alcaraz as the spearhead, flanked by Jaume Munar and Pedro Martinez in singles, and the doubles specialist Marcel Granollers, whose volleys had gilded so many Spanish triumphs before. The final 8 loomed from November 18 to 23 in Bologna's beating heart, the Unipol Arena alive with Italian fervor, yet open to the world's wandering champions. Spain was drawn against Czechia, a quarterfinal clash that promised intensity, endurance, and national pride on full display. Alcaraz, fresh from a season of 7 titles and a reclaimed world #1 ranking, stepped from individual glory into the collective crucible. His absence from earlier qualifiers now stood as prelude to a prodigal's return. Please like, share, and subscribe for more Sport Talk content. When the squad announcement echoed across Spain on October 20th, the streets of Barcelona and Bilbao stirred with excitement. Fans paused beneath Gaudi's arches, their breaths syncing with the rhythm of revelation. Alcaraz's inclusion was a balm for the wounds of 2024's quarterfinal heartbreak, a promise to restore the cup last lifted in Madrid's miracle of 2019, when Nadal's roar had shaken the night. Days before the first ball was struck, in Bologna's locker rooms, Alcaraz laced his sneakers amid the team's huddle. Ferrer's gravelly voice broke through the quiet. "Carlos, this isn't your stage. It's ours." Forged in the fires of '67 and 2008, where boys became brothers on foreign dust. Alcaraz met his captain's gaze and replied, "For Spain, I'd trade every trophy. This clay holds our blood, and I'll spill mine to see it run red with victory." Practice sessions thundered through the arena. Alcaraz's forehand whipped across the court like lightning. Granoller's volleys stitched rhythm into the team's chemistry. In the stands, elder fans clutched faded scarves, eyes glistening. One whispered, "El Niño returns. The ghost of Arancha walks again." Applause swelled like a Mediterranean tide. In quieter moments, the human heartbeat of the team emerged. Munar, wrapped in a towel, confessed to Martinez, "Carlos carries us, but it's his fire that melts our fear." He turns doubt to dawn. Alcaraz overheard, pausing mid-rap of his racket, a silent nod sealing their shared faith. Outside the arena, Bologna's twilight boulevards pulsed with Spanish pride. Expats flooded the piazzas, chanting "Carlos, Corazón de España," under the gaze of Neptune's fountain. A grandmother held a locket of 78 gold to her heart and whispered, "This isn't about points, it's Patria reborn." Across the globe, headlines blazed. Marca and El País hailed, "Alcaraz leads La Roja's redemption march." The digital world erupted in Davis Cup España as fans fused highlight reels of Alcaraz's Beijing brilliance with memories of Bruguera's 1994 grit. Newsrooms buzzed with analysis. Corriere dello Sport pondered the symbolism of Spain's siege on Italian soil, while BBC panels revisited the Davis Cup's enduring spirit, from Australia's 1950s dominance to Serbia's 2010 symphony. In Seville's taverns, fans danced flamenco with rackets as props, toasting, "Por el Cup, por Carlos." In Valencia, sailors at the harbor raised glasses to Munar's steady serve, their songs echoing the ancient anthems of Spanish unity. History's echoes lent deeper meaning. From Spain's first triumph in 1967 to Nadal and Lopez's 2008 victory over Argentina, the Davis Cup has always been more than matches. It's a mirror of brotherhood. Alcaraz's return stood as a continuation of that lineage, a bridge between Nadal's farewell and a new generation's rise. As the fervor softened into reflection, the essence of the Davis Cup shone clear. It is a crucible of kinship, where greatness is forged not in solitude but in solidarity. Alcaraz's allegiance embodied that truth, a symbol of brotherhood in the heat of battle. In Bologna's sacred arena, we see not just athletes, but men bound by belief, by the courage to tie personal glory to their nation's pride. Alcaraz's journey from prodigy to leader stands as a paean to perseverance, proof that true strength thrives in unity. Legacy, in these moments, is born of devotion. Ferrer's leadership, Munar's composure, Granaler's grace all form a living testament to Spain's spirit of endurance. Together, they carry the torch lit by generations past. Every stroke tells a story. Every rally speaks of valor, humility, and heart. And every shared victory reminds us that greatness shines brightest when kindled in collective fire. Alcaraz, his voice soft with conviction, said, "Skipping the qualifiers hurt, but Bologna is home. Davis Cup isn't a crown for one, it's a chorus for all, and I'll sing louder for the silence of seasons past." Ferrer added, "Carlos isn't our comet, he's our compass. The greatest triumphs are those forged in the team's fire, not the throne's solitude." Munar reflected, "Standing in his shadow strengthens me. This call teaches that elevation lasts forever when shared with others." Granaler smiled. "Doubles demands devotion. Alcaraz's fire fuels us all. Unity. That's the prize." As this chapter closes, Alcaraz's leadership becomes more than a moment. It becomes a movement. His Davis Cup campaign transforms allegiance into anthem, lighting the path for generations to come. Beyond the baselines, this journey celebrates something deeper: the poetry of unity, the beauty of belonging. From Bologna's roaring crowds to Spain's proud plazas, one truth resounds. In tennis's eternal tapestry, the greatest victories are not claimed alone, but shared in the harmony of hearts held high.